Good morning, Candace. There, now I can see everyone. I was getting a little bit worried here. Okay, there we go. We're here and awesome. Okay, all right. So let me know, have you guys ever thought that? Okay, cool. Okay, so maybe you've had someone ignore your message. Maybe you've invited someone to a call and they said no. Maybe you've written a post and thought, what if people think I'm only posting to sell? If that's you, today's training is just for you. Because here's the truth. The problem isn't selling. The problem is how we've been taught to think about selling. Okay, so I want to tell you a quick story. When I first started coaching, I hated selling. I honestly thought good coaches, they shouldn't have to sell. People just come to me and buy everything, right? I believe that if I was good enough, people would just magically find me, right? And they would magically book the calls, and they would just magically buy. Okay? Well, that didn't happen. Okay? I was helping people. People loved my advice. People loved the things that I would share. People thanked me, but no one was paying me. Yeah. No one was paying me. And then one day my coach said something I never forget. He said, Anna, if people don't know you have an offer, if you don't talk about it, if you don't share what their next step is, you're actually doing them a disservice. Yeah. And that completely changed how I saw selling. Because when I heard the word disservice, it's like a pointed knife went through my heart, because the whole reason why I started coaching is to help other women. I didn't want other women to be in the situation that I was in. And I said, a disservice? That's not happening. Because selling isn't convincing. Selling is serving. Selling is serving. So imagine someone walking into a pharmacy and they're sick, guys, and the pharmacist knows exactly what medication they need, and how they can help. But instead of offering the help, they stay quiet because they don't want to sound pushy. Would that help the person? Of course not. It would actually hurt them. And so as coaches, we do exactly that. We know we can help someone. We know our program can change their life. But because we're afraid of what people will think, we stay quiet. All right, so I definitely had that thought. What I've noticed recently, yes, I'm calling myself out here. I leave them with the feeling, I'll think about it because I don't want to be pushy. Yeah. But your person is coming to you, they feel sick. You're like the pharmacist, and you know you can help. And now you haven't offered the help. So today I want to give you 5 mindset shifts that changed everything for me. Because yes, it's a mindset shift. Not so much a strategy shift. We know the things we need to do, but why aren't we doing it? Okay. First thing. Well, stop trying to sell. Start trying to understand. Okay? Your job isn't to convince anyone, first of all. Your job is just to understand them. Okay? Ask questions. Listen. Be curious. Most coaches spend, okay, the 90% of the conversation talking. How many of you guys are like talking on? The successful coaches actually listen 90% of the time, okay? So they don't buy because you're really great at talking. People buy from you because they felt understood. Number 2, and I'm going to have everything for you on a PDF, so make sure if you don't get that to come down below if you're watching this video and hashtag PDF mindset. Okay? Or let's do hashtag PDF selling so I know it's for the selling. Okay? All right. Number 2, detach from the outcome. You guys got to detach from this outcome. This changed everything for me. I used to jump on calls thinking, okay, I hope they say yes. How many of you do that? I hope you say yes. And people can feel that energy. Now I get on calls differently. And I'm saying to myself, I'm asking, can I genuinely help this person? Can I really help this person? If the answer is yes, fantastic. If the answer is no, fantastic the same. That's okay. Because not everyone is supposed to become your client. You're not trying to close everyone. You're trying to find the right person, and that's completely a different energy. Okay? Number 3. Remember that people buy because they want change? Nobody wants coaching. Nobody wants coaching. People want transformation. They buy the confidence, the freedom, the more clients, the better relationships, the health, whatever your niche is. That's what they're buying. So stop talking about your program. Start talking about the future they want. The future they want. Because people don't wake up wanting 12 coaching calls, right? It's like, I got you 12 coaching calls, one-on-one with me. They wake up wanting their problem solved. They're just tired of their problem being around. Okay, number 4. Confidence comes from certainty. When I ask my clients, why don't you sell more? Most of the time they say, I don't feel confident, Anna. I just don't feel confident about it. So I ask, do you believe in your program? Do you believe in what you're going to help your people do? Does it work? And they say, yes, of course. I've gone through it myself. I know exactly how to get them to the other side. Then I ask, how many success stories have you written down? And silence comes around. And so here's what I want you guys to do this week. I want you to write down 20 reasons why your coaching changes lives. How you can help other people to change lives. And I want you to write down 20 reasons. I want you to write down every client win, every breakthrough, every testimony, every message, every thank you. Read them every morning. Because certainty creates confidence. And confidence creates sales. Not the other way around. You're not going to have a sale and then confidence comes. You need to be 100%. I am the best confidence that what you have is going to change their life. So that's the exercise you're going to do this week. All right, number 5, invite. Don't convince. Guys, don't convince. This is a huge difference. I think this could really help you. If you like to explore working together, let's have a chat. Would you like me to show what that could look like? That's an invitation. Convincing sounds like, but you really do need this, you know? You should do this. Like this program, you got to do this. Okay, don't miss out on this program because you got to do it. Can you feel the difference? How many can feel the difference? Yeah, one is creating pressure. The other one's creating possibility. The possibility. People are not afraid of your invitation. And this is something I had to learn. People aren't afraid of your invitation. They're afraid of making the wrong decision. So your invitation, like your job is not to remove the investment. Your job in this is to remove the confusion, help them see clearly, help them understand what's possible, help them to make the best decision for themselves. Whether that's a yes or a no. I've even had on calls where like, this is not for me. And that's fine. So what do you say on the call if they aren't right for what you offer? What do you say on the call if they aren't right for what you offer? Then it's just like, you know, hey, I can invite you to refer to someone that you know. Refer to another community. Yeah. So if they're really not the right fit, then, you know, you have to find out how they got, like, go back and see how to get into your community, how to get into the space, how did you get on a call? And I get that sometimes you 100% find that on the call. So when you find out it's not a right fit, you know, just let them know maybe this is not the best time for this. And, you know, maybe it's not the best fit. You just let them know and say, hey, I know a community, I know a space, I know someone that is excellent and amazing that can help you for what you need. They will forever thank you for that. And guess what? By helping them in that way and opening that door, they will bring referrals to you. They will come across people and say, I know someone for you and she's amazing. There's always an open door. When you help someone, they will help you. All right. Yeah, big difference, right? Now, I want to leave you with one question. How many women are waiting for you? How many of your ideal people are waiting for you? But you're staying in silence because you're worried about looking pushy? Think about that. Someone's breakthrough, someone's freedom, someone's confidence could literally be waiting on the other side of one invitation. Guys, don't rob people the opportunity to work with you because you're uncomfortable. Your discomfort today could be costing someone else's transformation. Give them a chance. And I'll leave you with this. Selling isn't about getting someone to buy. It's about giving someone permission to change. That's what coaching is. That's what leadership is. And that's what you're here to do. So this week, I want you to stop asking, how do I sell more? Instead, ask, how can I serve more? Because when you serve, when you come from a place of serving with certainty, selling becomes natural. So before we finish, I want to let you know something. If you're finding yourself stuck, maybe you're second guessing every post, maybe you're afraid to invite people, maybe you're still wondering if you're saying the right thing, You don't have to figure this out alone. That's why I created the Rise to Success pathway. It's not just about getting clients. It's about becoming the woman who confidently attracts, serves, and signs clients consistently. If you're ready for the next level, send me the word RISE. And let's have a conversation to see if it's the right fit for you. All right, have an amazing week. Keep showing up, keep serving, and remember, the coaches who change the most lives aren't the loudest. They're not. They're just the ones who care enough to confidently extend the invitation. That's it. They're just the ones who extend the invitation. See you next Tuesday.